Okay, everybody, welcome to the next video about store. In this one, we said we're going to learn how to use two variables. A variable is a letter, right? So two letters, X and Y, are in this question. And this is a perfect chance to practice with store with two variables. So here's how you can try it out. And feel free to just watch this one, and I'll give another video with a practice problem so you can try it out for yourself. Okay, so let's try this. First, I see my keywords. I see expression and I see equivalent. Those are two keywords that tell me that it's a good idea to think about the store strategy for this problem. Again, store doesn't replace learning algebra, guys. Learning algebra is something that you need. If you want to do higher mathematics or you have a dream of going to college or anything like that, you better learn up your algebra. But honestly, this store strategy will help you if you're just struggling, if you're a little stuck, you need help on a state test or even a test in class, and you just want to say, hey, which algebra turns out to be equivalent? What's an easy way to check? Store will definitely help. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put down here the letter X. And remember from our first video that I said you should always write down the letters you see. X and Y. So here's X and Y. I'm going to write down the letters that I see. Then I'm going to put my store arrows. And this is the first difference now because we're dealing with two letters. Of course, the first one I store the number 5, just like in the past. But this Y, it's a different letter. It is not the letter X. So it needs a different number, which is not the number 5. So here I'm going to put the number 6. No matter how many letters you have, guys, you can just keep going 5, 6, 7, and just go right down the sheet as long as they're different for each different letter. So for two letters, I need two numbers, 5 and 6. Okay, now I'm in good shape. And I'm going to store these guys in the calculator, and I'm going to try to get my magic number for this expression. So let's go to the calculator. Okay, I made an earlier attempt to make this video, and it got a little messed up, so I'm going to press Control-N to clear out the calculator's brain. Remember, when you start a new problem, Control-N and press No. Okay. And as we said before, for store, we always go to calculator screen, option number 1. So I'm going to press 5, Control, Store, X. And I'm going to press Enter. And now we see our familiar friend here, the 5, tells us, okay, when I see X, I'm thinking of a 5. Now 6, Control, Store, and the letter Y. Now the calculator acknowledges that too. When I see the letter Y, I'm going to think of the number 6. Okay. Look back at the problem. All right, so we did this part. Now the calculator knows what to think, and we can tell it the rest now. 5x times y minus 2. Okay, so this is our expression that we need to use to get our magic number. 5x times the quantity y minus 2. 5x times the quantity y minus 2. 5x times the quantity y minus 2. And here you're going to see something interesting. The letters are bold, so everything looks good, but when I press enter, oh no, I got an error. What am I going to do? All right. Well, one thing we like to do, guys, is we train you for the errors, okay? So that way, if you see them on the test, you also know what to do. So press OK. And it gave me some kind of an error. All right, well, to copy this, I don't want to write it again, so I'm just going to copy it. To copy it, I'm going to press up, and I'm going to press up again. Do not press left and right, guys. They just don't work. Look, I'm pressing left and right, and weird stuff is happening. I want a blue box, so up and down is going to give me that blue box. And when I select it, I press enter, and it's going to copy it right here for me, so I don't have to type it all again. I mean, if you want, you could, but why do extra work? And to prevent this error, guys, one thing I always tell students is calculators, we always think calculators are very smart because they do incredible math for us. And that's not true. Calculators are not smart at all. It's because of people that calculators can do that stuff. And they get confused very easily. So we have to tell the calculator exactly what we want. And right here is where it's confused. It does not know that you want to multiply these. So I'm going to put a little times between the x and the parentheses. A little times. And you're going to see the difference. I press enter, and there it is. I got my magic number, the 100. So here you can see that there was no times and I got an error. And here you can see the little dot for the times. And that prevented the error and gave me the magic number I want, which is the number 100. So right here, I'm going to write down that the number 100, I'll put in a little box, is my magic number. Okay, so now let's start typing in answer choices. 5x plus y minus 10. Okay, so let's try that. 5x, one second, I forgot what it was. 5x plus y minus 10. Plus y minus 10. Minus 10. Copy it in, and I get a number 21. Okay, well, we don't want the number 21, so we know that this one gave me 21. That's not correct, because we want the number 100. 5x minus y plus 10. Moving on to choice B, 5x minus y plus 10. 5x minus y plus 10. There we go. It's copied in, I press enter, and I get 29. Well, 29 is not the number I want either. I want 100, so I'm still going. All right, let's check this guy out. Choice C, 5xy minus 10x. 5xy minus 10x. Okay, let's try it out. 5xy minus 10x. Okay, guys, right away I can see something's not right, because we said the letters should always be bold, and they're not. Look, this one is bold, but something's wrong here. But let's pretend, let's just say that I didn't notice and I just pressed enter. Ah, there we go. I got an error. Uh-oh. So now I'm going to teach you how to deal with this error. Well, if you have two letters, remember the calculator very easily gets confused. So I'm going to recopy the expression. I'm going to show you how to fix this error. So up for the blue box and press enter. And now I'm going to go back into the expression and I'm going to fix it. Right here, the x and the y are not bold right now. And that is because the calculator is confused. It does not know what to do with that. You have to tell it, I want you to multiply. So you press multiply, and you can see that now it is clear. Ah, the calculator made these dark because it understands. It understands now, okay, I understand. You want me to do x times y. And when I press enter, now I have my magic number. And look, it's 100, exactly what we wanted. But first let me point out, look, you see that the times is not here and we got an error. The little dot is not there and we got an error. And the little dot is here and it made the 100. So that's how you fix that, guys. Right here, this one gave me 100, which is awesome, because that means that this must be my correct answer. This must be my correct answer right here, because it gave me the same magic number as this guy up here. Okay. So choice C is my correct answer. But let's just put in choice D to see what would come out, because I want to show you that error one more time, since it is very important that you practice that error. So let's see. This one says 5xy minus just the number 10. This one had an x and this one didn't have an x. So 5xy minus 10. And just to see that error one more time, copy it in, 5xy minus 10, and push enter. And you can see, oh no, it gave me an error. What happened here? What has happened? Let me copy that in the blue box. And okay, I have my thing here. And look, I look closely and I see, hey, why aren't my letters bold? Well, if the letters aren't bold, I'm going to go right back and I'm going to press times. And you can see right there, okay, you pressed times and the letters became bold. And now when I press enter, I get 140. And we don't want 140. That's not the right answer. So 140 is not a good choice for us because it is not the magic number. Of course, this one would have been eliminated, and we know for certain now, absolutely for certain, because we've done all the choices, that choice C is